भरपूर तालियों में इस्तकबाल कीजिएगा डॉक्टर हुमैरा फराह बैरियर यूनिवर्सिटी।
Assalamualaikum everybody. I am Dr. Farah from Bahrain University. I am in the senior faculty, senior associate professor in the Department of Life and Environmental Sciences. हम एक short notice पे आए. I have brought here as a co-speaker with me my PhD student. She has just submitted her thesis for the defense. Anila Khan is here, and she's expert in climate change. अभी यहाँ climate change की बात हो रही थी. Water resources in Pakistan इसी तरह का लिखा है. In layman words की thesis है. So she will share the talk with me. यहाँ पे आज जो World Environment Day का थीम है उसी के बारे में I will talk briefly in the introduction. जो हमारी थीम है land restoration. World Environment Day की. So before we talk about the land restoration, for the layman, it's important to know what is actually the land degradation. So land degradation is reduction or loss in the biological or economic productivity of different types of land. It could be the cropland or woodland or forest, pastures, ranges, and so on. So it can result in the land degradation, decline in fertility, waterlogging, salinity, and there is a number of impacts which you can see. So what are the causes, especially with reference to Pakistan, if we say, of the land degradation? The number one cause is the climate change, and the climate change, as you know, is the culprit coming because of the extensive use of the fossil fuels. Though Pakistan has the smallest share in the fossil fuel usage and greenhouse gas emissions, but still we are experiencing the effects due to the global usage of, especially the developed countries. Mostly they are using the extensive amount of fossil fuels. The next cause is the flooding, which is indirectly also related to climate change. Then improper land use practices in our country. उसके बाद overgrazing है, that leads to soil erosion. उसके बाद next जो है वो deforestation है, and especially जो illegal logging भी होती है हमारे यहाँ. People use it for different reasons, whether for fuel wood or other usage. And then the next is the excessive use of pesticides and fertilizers in the modern agriculture that can also lead to the land degradation. So if we look at these, all of these, then we can see with reference to Pakistan especially, Anila will talk about this, what is going on in terms of some data and figures, the land degradation and what could be done for land restoration. अच्छा इसके अलावा ये चैम्बर्स के मेंबर्स जो थे प्रेसिडेंट जिक्र कर रहे थे, for their information, our students are extensively involved in environmental science. Our science students in the environmental research. I personally have established a climate change and environmental research center in Bahrain University in 2016, and we have been extensively involved in these research and also awareness activities. Lab-based research, field-based research, and so on. So if anybody is interested, you can look in the Bahrain University's website, and you can find some of the information or contact our department. If Chamber is interested to take some initiative, and our students are already working, and they can do some more research, more relevant research, if the Chamber can introduce any or provide any suggestions for topics. So Anita will take over and talk about the further about the land restoration. Thank you.
So every year on Environmental Day, that is celebrated on the 5th of June, we have a theme. So the theme for this year is reimagine, recreate and restore, with a focus on land restoration, desertification and drought resilience. The United Nations Environmental Programme chose this theme to highlight the importance of degraded land, combat desertification and restore our lands. So land degradation actually refers to the decline in the quality and productivity of the land that is caused by human factors and also as a result of climate change. The degradation includes soil erosion, desertification, deforestation, salinization, and the loss of biodiversity. The disappearance of once productive land is having devastating effect on the least fortunate. Land degradation is affecting about 3.2 billion people, or 40% of the world's population. This is harming the least persons who can cope with it, such as rural communities, smallholder farms, and the poor. Land degradation could reduce global food productivity by 12%, causing food prices to fall about 30% by 2040. By 2030, drought, land degradation, and desertification could force 135 million people to migrate as the climate crisis worsens. Land degradation threatens human rights to life, health, food, water, and a healthy environment. Young people are a part of a growing category of involuntary migrants called environmentally displaced people, as environmental degradation fueled by climate change forces them to migrate due to inability to make a decent living for the land. So climate change, we can say, is one of the major factors that is contributing to land degradation and droughts. So I just want to I would like to focus, I will share some small data with you that is regarding my own research, that is the effect of climate change, that is temperature and precipitation in the Gilgit-Baltistan area, which includes the Shigar, Astor and Hunza basin. So according to, basically I have projected that how the temperature and the precipitation is going to change in the mid-century and by the end of the century. So according to my projections, the temperature can rise by 4 degrees to 6 degrees by the end of the century. So you can well imagine that only by a change of 0.5 to 1 degree centigrade, there can be so many climatic effects and environmental changes in the environment. So if the temperature is going to increase by 5 to 6 degrees, that is obviously going to change the snow cover area, the glaciers that are present in this area, and all these changes are going to affect the water resources that are present in the northern Pakistan. So, as the time is less, I would just like to suggest some points to the industries that how they can contribute to a cleaner environment. Number one, by adopting renewable energy resources, increasing energy efficiency, sustainable agricultural practices, reduced waste and emissions, promote eco-friendly products and services, support reforestation and ecosystem restoration, encourage sustainable land management, and invest in clearer technologies and research. So an important point that Mr. President highlighted was the carbon crediting. And for Pakistan, we need to establish a good carbon crediting system, because many countries, many third world countries are generating a lot of revenue from these resources. So this is something which needs to be worked on. Only in Pakistan, there is only a single project that is generating carbon credits. That is the Indus mangrove projects in Sindh Delta. And so by coming up with more projects, and the second is that, the thing is that as in the world, more industries are going towards net zeros, that their emissions should be zeros, the carbon dioxide and other gases. So such things should be there in Pakistan as well. the different industries, the environmental laws should be enforced in other industries as well, and subsidies and tax breaks should be given to industries that are working on environmental friendly projects. Thank you so much.